I do have one contribution to modern computers, right? And
Nice.
if you look in your like on either an Apple or a PC, and in your device menu, there's a setting that controls what's called the mouse acceleration.
Huh?
And so it basically means if you move your hand slowly, the tracking rate at the mouse is, say, X. But if you move your hand quickly, the tracking rate accelerates so that rapid movements move the mouse farther than slow movements.
Right.
You,
It's like
you,
inertia.
yeah, you probably just do it all the time. You don't notice it, and you look. There's a little thing you can turn that on and off, or adjust the rate of how the acceleration is affected. So when I came back to Xerox as a full time the next year, I was issued the newest hotness, which was they'd moved on from the Alto to a box called the Dorado, was their internal name, which now had for that day, some pretty hefty compute power in it. And the first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to make it do something, right?
Yeah.
And I got this brand new toy they've given me. I want to make it do anything. So I said, all right. And I looked through and I discovered the one section had the mouse control where you would, you could read the current XY coordinate of the mouse, and then you could also write the current XY coordinate. So normally, the driver's just reading it and writing it. And I said, oh, that's cool. And I said, I can do something. So I kind of played around with it, and I reversed X and Y. So you'd move your mouse one way and it would like do the exact opposite as if your screen was like turned sideways. So I felt good because I'd actually made it do something, with like about
Right.
10 lines of code. And, I'd achieved like, some intimacy with my new toy, right? But then
Right.
I worked with these guys, I knew some of them from the summer before. And so I said, oh, great. So I went around that night and installed this piece of software on all their computers. So the next day they come in and they're all like,
Oh
what the
man.
hell's wrong? I moved my mouse, it's moving in exactly the opposite, right? What is wrong? What's going on? And I could hear all these shouts around, it's like a QB farm, right? So then we were kind of joking about it, but then we got to talking about it and we said, well, actually, what could you do useful with this? And then I said, well, wouldn't it be nice, the mouse and stuff? And we said, hey, that's a great idea. So I released what we would call a gem into like the sort of the Xerox library of stuff, and it became popular and eventually became part of the operating system. And eventually when Apple came in and said, hey, we love this idea, can we use this technology? And the guys at Park were so frustrated with nobody in marketing was listening to them. They said, sure, take it all, have it. So my little idea is there in every computer today. That's my claim to fame.